Pick your poison.
All right, so so your final goal at here is trying to find the fourth degree polynomial. Fourth degree is x to the fourth, and you should get some type of, so your end goal is you're probably going to get some type of f of x equal to a n to the x to the n, what is x to the fourth, plus a n minus 1, x to the n minus 1, dot, 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 to some type of constant, plus a constant. So you should end up with be like this. Okay, so this is called a standard form of polynomial. So then let's start with what they're giving to you. What they give you? They say 0 at x equal to 2. What does that mean? X is equal to 2, right?
Yeah.
That means there's 0. But that doesn't mean there's a factor. So x is equal to -2 and x is equal to I. Okay? But then we can actually move the 2 to the other side. It becomes a factor. Nicholas. Move to the front, Nicholas. I think you're in love with the Michael, man. Just cannot get your hand off of him. Nicholas, are you in love with Michael? Are you in love with Michael?
The real question is Nicholas, is Michael in love with Nicholas?
Just, you know.
Hey!
Whoa. Trying to get closer to his mom. Oh my God.
Hey!
All right, come on.
That's a good one.
Let's see in the front. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so x equal to 2, then x minus 2 is equal to 0. That becomes a factor. If you change this, this becomes a factor. If you move to the other side, it becomes a factor. That's just simple as that. X equal to -2. What's my factor? X plus 2 is equal to 0. So that's a factor, right? Now this one I'm going to write in red. This one's an x equal to I. X equal to I. So that means x minus I is equal to 0. But the problem is, remember we talked about imaginary zeros. They always come in pairs, right? We say psi, if psi has an imaginary girlfriend, you might have two imaginary girlfriends. Why you just have one imaginary girlfriend? You have two. Yeah, you have one good-looking one, x equal to I, and you have another one, x equal to -I. Which is, you just have to change the sign in front of I. And then that's equal to x minus I is equal to 0. So that becomes a factor.
Is that x plus I?
X plus I, thank you. So then that's going to be x minus 2 times x plus 2 times x minus I times x plus I and f of x. Now the thing is, every polynomial there's a leading coefficient. The leading coefficient could be a number, not any number. Could be 1 or 2 or 3. So we're gonna find out what the number is. We're gonna call this a. So this is the a is unknown. We need to find this number. I forgot to give you one more condition. But we're gonna say the one more condition is f3 is equal to is equal to 150. Okay, so we're gonna put this on the question, so don't forget that. So we have all the zeros, and we change all the zero to factors. Then we have an a value we don't know, but we say, okay, well this part is things I'm interested in. Because x minus I, x plus I, and can actually FOIL those two together. If I FOIL x minus I and x plus I together, what am I going to get?
X minus I squared.
That's square of what? Minus
X
what?
minus I squared.
X minus I squared. Good, because if you think about it, I'm going to do this on the side, okay? So x minus I times x plus I. So we think about as a minus b times a plus b. What do you think is equal to?
A squared minus b squared.
That was difference of the square, right? So what does this equal to? This becomes x squared minus I squared, right? So I can change this. I can say, okay, that's equal to a times x plus 2 times x minus 2. That's also difference of square. But I'm going to take care of those two first because those I, they come with it. So it's going to be x squared minus I squared. What is x squared minus squared? What's I squared?
-1.
Negative 1. Good. Good job. X squared minus negative 1. So what does that mean?
Positive plus 1.
So can I change this plus 1?
Yeah.
And that's equal to this. So that's equal to f of x. But now let's go back and look at original condition. What is this condition? Because that's a coordinate. That the graph is going to go through f3 is equal to 150.
Oh, is it again it's plus 50?
No, but it just means here it's going to offer you a value. How does that offer you a value? But that means, what is 3? X is equal to 3. This means what? X is equal to 3. And what happened to the y? 150. Or f of x is equal to 150. We say y is equal to f of x, right? So can I replace that? Can I say that's 150 equal to a times, well, we can plug in 3.
And then you solve for a, isn't it?
Right. It's the same thing as what we did before, but this one is a little bit harder.
Now you have all the values.
And you have all the value, you're just missing an a value. So that's going to be 5 times 1 times 10. And that's equal to 150 equal to a times 50. A is equal to 3. So
What the hell?
now we get this. F of x is equal to 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 2 times x squared plus 1. This is a factor form. But we say we want a polynomial. We don't want a factor form. Can I just FOIL everything together?
You can try it, but like.
Why don't you just FOIL those two together? Because this is a difference of a square. So that's going to be 3 times x squared minus 4. And now FOIL this one again. So it'll be x to the 4 minus 3x squared and minus 4. And I can distribute that, so it'll be 3x4 minus 9x squared minus 12. So that becomes a polynomial with those conditions. X equal to 2, x equal to negative 2, x equal to I, but the i's come with a imaginary run. So you're gonna have a negative I also, and f3 is equal to 150. That's what contribute this 3 is. So that should be a final result. So I'm going to give you a question that is a little bit easier on this one. We're going to say, hey, we're going to give you a third degree function. We're not going to give you a fourth degree function. So we're going to give you a third degree functions. And you guys want to find it, third degree. And I'll give you 2 zeros. X equal to, I'll give you 2 zeros. X equal to negative 3. Is 0, x equal to I is 0, and f of 1 is equal to 16. Equal to 8. Let's do 8. Okay. So I want you to find the polynomial. Find polynomial with those conditions. Okay, you're gonna try it and then try to do this one. And we're also gonna do one that's a little bit harder. So let's try this one first. And make sure everybody's in the same ballpark, same idea. Now we can talk about the next one. So today's homework is gonna say n equal to 3, that means third degree. So n equal to 3. Also, we're gonna go through this one, x equal to 6, x equal to -5 plus 2i, and if 2 is equal to -636. So the other one, I'm gonna ask you to find third degree function polynomial, x equal to -1. Sorry, x equal to -3. You know what's factor, right? What's factor?
X plus 3.
X plus 3. What is this one?
X minus I,
Okay, now there's another one.
and X plus I.
Right, they come in both. And then there's an a value, you gotta find the a value, and you should be able to expand it, find the right polynomial. And we're gonna go through the harder case. Remember, do I first because I is easier. You don't need to do this one yet, do that one first. So here's a question for you. Here. Third degree. We start with the easy one, and we're gonna go with the harder one. Find the A. Okay, if you need help, Jaden's got it.
Okay, then, no, you first.
You about to get it?
Oh, was it once? No wonder.
Okay, now you try to think about this one. Don't start it yet. If you need help, Andrea, if you need help, you can ask you about.
Get the factor.
And Nicole, if you need help, you can also ask you about as well.
I squared easy. I'm a negative back. What's this supposed to come out?
Oh, that's in the equation.
And plug in one. Sure. Why?
So the F is.
Put in, put in the.
No drop it.
You guys match up, right? I think this one's a little bit longer, so x times x squared is x cubed. It's gonna be plus x.
Oh.
And then plus 3x squared. You see that? Yeah, now you can expand it. A is not 2 though.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, A is not 2.
Oh my god, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh!
I know what the wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, it's one.
Let me see, what do you got? Do you got this?
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Dude, I really don't understand.
Oh, yeah, that's like, I'm gonna count how many times this touch each other. That's gonna be like almost.
I called my brother.
You must be. Okay, guys, now go in the back.
So you can vote for it. So you can just make this X the same color.
It was like not working.
So that with it.
So you come to this class?
I do the second power. I do the second power because.
So then you got it. Okay, you can
So
go.
the X.
Yeah.
You're gonna be silent though. No, come on, you gotta stay now.
Oh.
My dad?
Yeah.
No, they will-
I do the second power. And the imaginary.
Come on now, you have to be silent, so you can't leave silent like that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
So this is the constant square root.
You can't say no.
That was
Okay.
this corner is
It will be.
the negative 1 and minus 2.
Not left to emphasize it. Kinda just to 18.
So now you can go back to the equation and
Yeah, we're also gonna go over a little bit more. Just need a foil.
We're supposed to do another one.
Yeah, we're gonna do this one together. This one's a little bit harder, but this one's not a bad. You just have to understand where to put the parentheses. Jaden, can you help Nick out?
After you do this, now you're gonna plug in the 8 and so you plug in 8 as
Oh,
the
wait.
alphabet.
It only works for the eye, so you won't get
You plug in X as 1. Plug in 1
You won't need that.
What do I do?
We're getting there, but like, you're only at 3 degrees, right? That's six, you have.
Like 1250, right?
But we would do it.
You have x equals 3, x equals I, you have x equals 3. The first thing you're gonna want to do is
You don't have to
do
plug
x
in
equals
you can't factor that to that.
backward.
So we got 8 squared minus.
You just
So
plug
it's
in,
just maybe for
but you
the-
plug in
since it's
1 and 8.
I don't know, no problem.
Yes, 8 will be the 1 and 1
So you have x is equal to negative 3. So you're gonna make it equal to 0. So x
So you
equals
plug in
negative 3.
because you have he gives it to you.
This video is actually.
I have
Synthetic and
You switch. What you know how it says f of x? When you switch, you plug in 1 into f of x. You make 1
Yeah, so we guess that's
x switches the 1 switches the x, and that equals
Exactly.
Well, like, that's how you get it for now.
so just f of x.
No.
Okay, yeah, makes sense, makes you know.
Yeah, f of x equals 1.
So you're gonna have x minus I equals 0, x plus I equals 0.
Okay, I may do this one on the video, but this one's pretty easy. This one you have x minus 6 equal to 0. This one should have 2. X equal to negative 5 plus 2i. You should have x equal to negative 5 minus 2i. To change the sign from here and here. And then that's going to be x minus 6 times, if I move to this side, it's going to be x plus 5 minus 2i. And x minus 5 plus 2i. And this is the a value f of x equal to that. Now I will FOIL this, but I will do it this part. This one's plus. This is a A, this is B, is the A, sorry. B, A, B. So that's gonna be x plus 5 squared minus 4i squared.
So you don't plug in n.
Not yet, I don't do that yet, I'll make sure I get this resolved. So 8x minus 6 times x squared, this one in FOIL is gonna be plus 10x plus 25, and then minus 4i, so it's gonna be plus 4, I think. So that's equal to a times x minus 6 times x squared plus 10x plus 29. Fx. Now I'm going to find the value of that. It will be negative 636. It's equal to a times x. X is 2. 2 minus 6. 2 squared plus 10 times 2 plus 29. That's equal to negative 4 times by 4 plus 20 plus 29. Negative 636.
We did not get that question that fast.
I know, but I want to.
That's really long.
No, that's not that bad. So 4 times 24. 24 plus 29 is what?
You're only gonna want to put one of those
It's
answers, right?
24 plus
Oh, is that 29?
29.
No, that is
53.
Whatever, I thought that was 25.
So 636. So that would be what?
112.
No, 212.
Oh, it's 5. Sorry about that.
So minus 636. So this one's negative.
So 3.
So A is equal to 3. So you can plug in 3 into here. So that would be f of x
Yeah, I'm so excited for Drake.
equal to 3 times x minus 6. X squared plus 10x
What?
plus 29.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
FOIL this, which is 3x.
Yes! You're getting popular.
That's a lot.
You're getting
Yeah.
popular. We don't need
And then you FOIL this.
Wait,
3x x to the
Wait,
third
you said your name is zero.
plus 54x square. And then plus what? No, 8 times 29.
I'll see ya.
87?
87? So it's plus 27x, 87x.
No, it's hard to do. It's so cringy.
18 squared is.
I made that picture. It's cringy.
Minus, I don't know what that number is. It's pretty disgusting. So that was 18 times 18. Hurry up, you got 3 seconds.
18 times 18. I actually have no idea.
324.
324, that's what it is, yeah. I was thinking
324.
that's too high.
224x.
And 18 times 39. I'm not doing that in my head.
18 times 29. 18 times 30.
I don't know that.
What's 18 times 30? Subtract 18. 540, subtract 18.
522.
522, there we go.
Stuff together.
And that's equal to...
Wait a second.
Square.
Yo, the other thing is 7 minus 2. I already know, like, the last one, I'll be the first one.
Plus 522.
No, I heard this. You can tell one more.
I don't know how to do x minus.
And then what else? That right there. That's it.
I wrote
That was too long.
7x = 9x =
Get out of
Here you go, run under here.
I wrote my